If it does, either way, like I said, I can always just click out of that right there, and then as long, no matter what, as soon I'm logged, so I just click that right there, bam, one of those, and there we go.
Streaming. I'm gonna see if I can get my streaming up going right now as well.
Go.
Welcome to
Same.
Novoverse. We are trying to get the Novoverse going live in Neos, which Dr. Doge has right now. I'm gonna drop this in Twitter so everyone can see. We're gonna get going here in a minute, just kind of lining up the networking and all this and all that. If you haven't checked out Paris Shilton NFT, you can check out the top. Paris Shilton NFT, she helps me stay organized. And tuning in Bobby. Bobby, mic check. How's it going, Bobby?
Hey, what's up? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you good. How are
very
you?
nice.
Awesome. We are live, but we're just setting up some tunage right now. We're getting things lined up on Spaces. You're able to share your screen if you want to share your screen. So if you want to, drop anything that you want to be shared, you can. If not, I do have Grimmy's pulled up here where we can go through the Mint site. We can go through anything we want to talk about with them.
Very cool.
And a little bit of a run of show, but right now, like always, Dr. Doge is running the show because it's just dope. For those who are listening right now, I am Six. How's it going? Great to have you, like always. If you need any sound done by anyone, I am Six. You can tune in with him. And Bert, Meta Bert, always tuning in. I'm going to change what screen I'm sharing here and see if I can pull up a different screen. And nope, I don't want any of those.
Give me 1 second. I'm having some audio issues here. Like I can't hear anything. I think I got to switch this on my PC real quick. Give me 1 second.
All right.
But yep, shouldn't take long. Oh yeah, but look, I got this here. I'm gonna be. I'm working on the blend shapes and well, so hopefully here soon we get this face and everything moving and stuff too. Get it put on some cool bodies, some different things. Yeah. Give me 1 second. Here, I'll leave y'all to some good views.
What's going on, JRR Token?
What?
JRR Token.
What's happening? You guys doing some tours?
Not quite yet. We're gonna do that in a minute or two. Kind of getting all the audio, the video, all the bells and whistles lined up so we can
cool.
have our viewing enjoyment shared with everyone.
Alrighty.
Here.
Let's do it.
Let's click on that real-time player. And I think if I click this button, I'm not sure if it's going to pop up.
23, 69. 23, 69.
The best song. Nominated for a Grammy.
We in the Novo verse, in the Novo verse. We in the Novo verse, in the Novo verse. It's lit in the Novo verse, in the Novo verse. NFTs in the Novo verse, the Novo verse. We are in the Novo verse. Novo verse. We are in the Novo verse. Novo verse.
Love it. It's so good. Every time.
I enjoy that as well. Welcome all my aliens, apes, and zombies to another show of I don't mean hate to say it, but this is like the longest running NFT show because it was the first, and we have never stopped. I mean, we just kept going and going and going from bringing these AR filters from avatars XY.XYZ right there, or you're seeing JRR tokens filter. You're seeing the Bored Ape filter above JRR tokens in the screen. You're seeing Crypto Novo right there. but we also have other things influencing this this AR space, but it's also not only AR, but it's VR. And we have Dr. Doge in the house once again. Dr. Doge, how are we
What's
doing?
up?
Yes, right.
Good, brother.
Can you hear
Good,
us?
good.
Everything's sounding good.
Yes. Audio's good. Everything's good now. We are good to go. Yes, like I said, there's yeah. I had a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff going on in this world. As you can see right now, I've got the Crypto Novo, the legendary head on side of the tatted trippy void here. You can see the tats there kind of decently. It's not zoomed in all the way, but yeah, like I said, we're here actually in the twin of the Novoverse, and I'll switch to a first person view and kind of give you a good idea, man. It's been awesome. We've been doing a lot of building. You can kind of see here off in the distance. There's the giant moon base, which just for perspective, inside of there are about it's almost like a mini city on top of that gumball. That's about 5
So
stories
crazy.
tall.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Are we gonna fly there later? I can't wait.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, like I've got it condensed. I have teleporters. We can make it sick. Look, I've got a nice little
I have to say
flight ride.
I love the disco ball effect detail lighting
Oh, dude,
is
yes.
so good. Like, wow. That looks
I'm
crazy.
gonna blow your mind even more with that. So check this out. You see that effect?
Yeah.
All of this lighting, the majority of this is simply coming from this one DJ table, which is portable.
and it's
Look at this.
oh my god. And it's
Look
an
at this.
interactive
Yeah.
So
real
Yep.
table.
You see the videos disappeared up top. Like, watch this. Like, when I click it again, bam. And you can change whether you'd like the disco ball to come in. I'll click in a little bit more. I'll zoom in.
this is
There
a
we
full
go.
DJ
Nah,
booth.
yeah.
That is the coolest thing. Like every time you just blow my mind. It gets
Show how you
What
spin the
is-
disc. Show how you spin the disc.
Oh yeah.
You gotta get
Watch
it
this. Watch this. Spin the disc. Watch this. So
For
can
those
you
of you
hear
who are
this right now?
listening, you can click on the link above on Paris
Yep.
Shilton and actually watch what we're looking at. Dr. Doge is in
So-
VR. Go ahead, take it away.
Also, dude, yeah, so this is nuts, right? So basically, when I'm not sure if y'all can hear this or not. If you can, it's even better. But basically, when you slide this here, it goes from one video to the other, basically like this here. So
We are not
No,
gonna
now
we're
we
not
show
getting
this one.
audio from the not getting audio
okay.
pull through, but
Can
I
I
can
can I
imagine.
start a stream inside of here? Like, can I? Is
do
there
whatever
that possible?
do whatever you want to do.
Oh, I didn't know if that's even possible. Oh yeah, I can share screen. Hold on.
All right, so here's what's possible. You can open up a Novoverse, right? You can open up the Novoverse stream in there, right? Can you play it live in that?
Yes, yes. Here we go. So, all right, there we go. I've
All right,
shared
so
a live stream now of my.
Hop out of your clone right here.
You should be able to hear the music coming through my live stream and restream now. I don't know if it worked.
Second. I'm not hearing it. I do have it in your restream, but I'm still not hearing
Oh
it.
man. Okay.
Okay, though I can imagine.
But
and I know
yeah,
if you're
this-
hearing it, it's good enough for
Yeah,
me.
it is nuts. Even on the front screen, that back there. So I even have in the back, I have Spotty playing in the background. That's a whole different video player. And so even at all of this, I'm still running at like 40, 50, 60 FPS in VR. This is, yeah. You've got the sprayers, you've got everything. And like I said, it's portable. This is all portable. I can just swap this. So it goes through. I can program discs right here. This right here. If you were to send me a link to something from YouTube, whatever, like a mix, anything, a song, I can literally write a pretty much a disc on the spot and pop it on here. So here we go. I'll show you. Even though you can't hear it, I'll give an example. So I just take this disc off, move it out the way, pop out another disc, boop, and now that one will be in here. Oh,
Live DJ,
yep.
I mean, it's straight up
Yes.
live DJ where you put it in there. has the
Live.
video,
Yep.
and then the video
Oh,
goes
man.
on the screens also in
Yep.
the right and left.
Oh, And watch this. Like, yeah, not like that. I
Big
can have it set
this.
here. Y'all want to see something even more crazy? Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this.
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right, here we go. I'm going to extract that screen right here, right for the Vega, which I'll play for it over here. I'll extract that. Now,
Novo, swap
let
the
me-
video so it's showing the more real-time stream, not the restream, because the
there we
restreams.
go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But
Sorry.
so
I
this
didn't know
is-
what I was looking at. There you go.
This is the Novoverse here. I'm gonna zoom out. I'll go to no clip so I can move faster. Now I'm zooming. All right, so there's the Novoverse, right? Now watch this. That video that was just playing back there, and like I said, this is still a work in progress. This is still now when I come back here to where all my apes and aliens and zombies, right? Watch this.
Oh, cool. Mega LED wall. Curved screen.
And you can
that's so
adjust it to
cool.
where it's one whole screen, where it's a double, where it's there. Like, but it's you can adjust it. I can put that on to Stark Towers. Let me hit the mirror. There we go. And I'm not over there, but yeah, you get it. You get
Yeah,
the point.
that is so insane. You know, like it's just crazy. Everybody's like waiting for more hardcore metaverses, and you've been building it in Neos VR, and it's like sick.
It's the next
It's so
generation.
insane.
It's the next generation stuff.
It
Yeah,
just
I'm not
really, it's crazy. Just everyone needs to get aware of this. Like, look at the quality of what he's made here. It's insane.
This is everything I've added. I've added RGB lighting to the outside, so pretty much you'll notice if you look, the actual rims that used to be whatever, they'll go with the stuff too as well. And I can adjust the speed, but it's
That's
full
sweet.
RGB on everything. I got my space pod.
And for those of you who are watching, tuning in right now, hi, Meow Meow Georgie. What's going on, fam, with you?
What's up, Georgie?
Hop into the Novoverse for sure. And we're looking at that digital twin right now that I'm trying to pull up the proper screen right here. That we're right outside of in the Novoverse 2369 in Decentraland. And you can go there and check it out. That's the button I'm looking for. And see, because right now we have the Halloween get up going on in there. And this is going to be a transition that's going to actually set people's mind afire, because we're trying to accomplish the multiverse where we have our stream going in different metaverses. So right now in the Novoverse, look, I see myself dancing right here. There's a video screen of what is going on, so we could see ourselves in Neos. But, you know, we've always wanted to bridge the gap of bringing Neos, Decentraland into Neos. And is that capable of doing here, Dr. Doge?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
go.
Hold on. Let me get to where y'all can see my serious face here real quick. Hold on.
Bobby, we're gonna get you in a little bit, but we gotta drop some of this knowledge here. All right, we got the serious, we got the void going on.
All right,
now.
check this out. Look,
Oh
you
yeah,
see
no
me?
worries.
I'm talking, but you see, it's serious.
I
It's,
mean, that's
it's
your
business time.
Fear and Loathing Las Vegas void right there, right?
You know what? Look,
Yeah, he's taking off his hat. Look at this.
you know.
Tip of the hat. Tip of the hat.
Oh, tell you, why
Tip
not?
of the hat. So, observe, right? We have behind me fancy dancy crypto novo heads, right? You see it. So let me switch back to first person point of view. Now let me see here. Go to
That's
here,
where
desktop.
you can find in Decentraland. You can actually
Yep.
go into the Neos, this property where he's at right now,
Yep.
and do this. Oh, it's happened. I have a filter that's blown. Let's see what's buttons that.
This is about to be crazy. So, yes. All right, let's see here. Make sure I got this going on. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, perfect. So, where's my? There we go. All right, so basically, what I would do. Oh yeah, so in Neos, you have the ability to basically access everything, whether that's your desktop, your file browser, anything from inside of here, right? It allows for external links. So, like you just said, Novo, crossing the bridge is as simple as clicking on the Novo head. You'll get a little link warning that pops up, and it asks you, would you like to go? And then as soon as you do that, you just click open, and it'll come through. And just like that, you're going through Decentraland.
Look at that. So now you can actually go into now you can definitely go into Decentraland, claim stuff. You can get wearables, you can get POAPs, you can get NEETs. You could join Decentraland parties in Neos, in VR, from VR, and in VR as well. And I'm just curious because this has never been done. This is another first. This is another feather in the cap. And believe me when I say this is not a first for me. Dr. Doge figured all this out. So 16 minutes in on 11/16/22. We're going to go upstairs here and we're going to see if, man, I kind of got, I'm getting a little scared. We're going to go upstairs and see if that video stream is actually streamed up there.
Let's go.
Miracles do happen.
They do. They do. And this works for like anything. So whether that's on cyber galleries, whether you have a store for wearables, whether you have anything, if you can go through, it's pretty much possible. I mean, I've seen people where it's actual, like they'll pretty much have it on their actual wrist where it closes down one application here in Neos and will load up a different one. You know, like it's wild. Yeah, this is pretty much just a taste, but yeah, future is now.
Do you know,
So
did you see
crazy.
your URL on the top, what realm you're in? Because I'm not seeing you in the realm I'm in.
I am in the Artemis Position Island realm, I do believe. Realm Artemis. I may have to swatch over to yours. Or a different one, yeah. Which I can. I could just let's see here.
If you just walk right upstairs, if you can, is that I don't even know how that would drive in VR. Like,
Oh yeah. Watch this. So all I have to do is
me.
basically, if I'm using my laser to do this here, I would just go through and there we go.
Where are you? Gotta find the right one here.
Oh no.
Now for that ghost.
Yeah.
That ghost is pestering the heck out of you.
There we go. I'm up top.
Yes, look at that. The screen works in there.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
sure,
That's so
let's
cool.
go.
Wow,
it's like,
that's so insane.
That's some Inception. Holy shit.
That is major. Major. So now technically, Dr. Doge, you have multiple means of pulling any metaverse stream into VR.
Mhm.
Right? If you're doing
Yep.
it right now with this, you
Yeah.
like exactly what you said. You can do Somnium Space. You can do
Anywhere
On
that's
Cyber.
especially web-based. Yep.
yeah.
Like
Think
literally on Cyber is one of the ones too. Like there are a few galleries here in Neos that are pretty much linked to like Stable Infusion, linked to OpenSea, linked to this. Yeah. And you
Oh,
could most
wow.
definitely like link it to same way that I did that. Now that was kind of a bait. Like I pretty much put it to his nose on the Crypto Novo, right? So when you clicked on his nose on that head, it took you straight to the Crypto Novo world. Now, if you had a whole gallery with images, you could set up a link to each individual, say it's an OpenSea link, say it's a whatever, right to that actual there that's in that external world. And whether you're on desktop, whether you're in VR, it automatically pulls it up in your browser, or whether it's set up to close app and load that, specific other metaverse app up. That's that. Yep. So yeah,
We're gonna do a one-on-one on this one of these days and chop it up so people can learn and do this because
Yep.
I've seen you grow and do it rather easily and teach others. It's Gary. Thanks for listening. Masky,
What's up,
love
Gary?
you. I'm 6 always. Thanks for being on. And just continue this and I know I've been a little behind on it, but like I saw Spotty Wi-Fi just recently got had
Yeah.
VR, you know, so we got to get this Novoverse, aka Crypto Novo here, more involved in this. And we were talking a lot about OnCyber here. This might be a perfect transition to JRR token, because we are trying to find maybe a way to navigate making this digital twin of the Novoverse in OnCyber. And you know, if we can start streaming from multiple areas and multiple capacities, right now we are in on the DGen Den in OnCyber, and on there is a multiple capacities. Right
More
now we are
Inception.
in on
Be careful with
the
your
DGen Den in OnCyber, and
mic.
on there is a multiple
I
capacity.
muted my audio. Otherwise, you get
Right
more
now
audio
we are
leaks
in
if you go in on your side.
on
Be careful with
the
your.
DGen Den.
But anyway, oh, you could hear mine?
Yeah,
The
that's
audio's
on
going
you.
through?
Reverberating.
I
off
think
of
it might have been a
yours to-
video. Yeah. I
Oh
was
no, I
wondering.
did that last time. That's me.
No, that
Hold
was
on.
the live video of what we're looking
I'm
at on Cyber.
Yep.
On Cyber streaming live, and that's what he was doing. If once you get close to that TV monitor in the On Cyber, if you're listening or you want to click in my bio link up on
There you
top,
go.
There you go.
you can hop into this On Cyber gallery, which I should probably be doing right about now. So if you
So
go,
this should work, although I'm getting reverb again, but you have to mute because there's audio coming through, I think, from the OnCyber stream that's playing your stream.
Yep.
what a world we live in. We got it all. We got it all. We got it all. We got it. So
That is a
JR
sick pad.
Yeah, it's the Atari pad. Of course,
I like
all jazzed up with some sweet stuff, and we've been playing with
make sure you're
it.
following JR token right there, and then also Dr. Doge. You know, we'll loop back in with him in the Novoverse, but Squarebrush 91. But JR token, we're leaving the pad, the DGen Den. We're hopping into your realm right now. Tell us a little bit about where we're driving to today.
Sure. So what I was gonna do is like I think I mentioned them like a couple streams ago, but Props. There's this really awesome NFT studio called Props that I've been like obsessed with, and they've been doing some really cool things over probably they started a whole bunch of stuff. Lost Beauties, they were like behind that. Woody's as well, which is a pretty awesome PFP collection of like wooding. They're like kind of like Pinocchio type characters. And coincidentally, a little metaverse update news is that they actually did a linked wearable drop. I think it was like today with Woody's, which is the PFP. They were like a 2D PFP, but they made all 3D avatar characters for them, and they're actually linked wearables in Decentraland now, which means that you don't need to have a separate asset to access that avatar. It is actually built in and automatically activated. So if you have that NFT PFP, you'll be able to use that inside of Decentraland, and you'll be able to use it. And it's like a full skin. But if you trade that NFT, that means that avatar wearable will pass on to whoever the current owner is, which I think is like really smart and really how NFT should work. Like shouldn't need to have necessarily additional assets that you need to, that could be not necessarily tied to the original owner, if we're really talking about ownership. So I like that feature that they actually activated today. Now, this is a new spot I've been messing with called Mint Mansion. This is actually an on-cyber space that Autograph made. I've been using it. I think it's like a really nice, clean space, and been putting some, recent mints inside of there. And one of the recent ones I've been into right now is these props drops, and you can see here these really amazing NFTs
sick.
that these were all free
Yeah.
mints actually, and which was really cool. So this is again from Props, and Props have been doing something every Friday called Props Drops, which is a
Nice.
free minting experience. And I needed to tell this DGen crew all about it. Oh, look at that little
Got a visitor.
X,
Yeah.
a little X copy action right there.
That's dope.
So yeah, hey there. Cool. So awesome somebody's here. Finally, I have visitors. Woohoo.
Let's go.
It's probably just
Best feeling in the
Novo.
world.
I see. Love
Yeah,
it.
figured. So they've been doing these drops every Friday, and I highly recommend you just follow Props. And actually, you should probably pull it up, Novo, if you can.
That's
Props.
that's
Let
a
me
free.
see.
That was a free mint, right?
Yes, it is. I'm gonna show
Man.
you some of their stuff. This is like the company behind it. It's really cool. They did Woodies, which are these. They have worked. Oh, Dead Friends, Habibi, Boss Beauties.
Sorry.
They're doing some pretty heavy duty stuff, but what I love about them is that they're like really innovative as how they do drops and how they get people to participate and how people can interact with the NFTs. I mentioned this, and I think I've shared this a couple times. They worked with Wax Bones to create what's called the Abomination or Prometheus Lab NFT, which was like really the first time I came across where you could self-mint an NFT. And what they did, which was so cool, is that they allow you to actually roll the traits. And you could then connect, and you can mint holders. If you already have one, it's half price, but to mint your first one is 0.1. And they're doing a whole bunch of storylines, but I love how they've created like a little interface for you to have a good time to make an NFT that you want, right? You don't have to rely on full randomness. You could actually a little bit of randomness, but you can really select what you're doing. Let me see if I could just get to their Twitter. Yeah, it's just twitter.com/props, pretty easy. And I really recommend that you check the notifications on them because they are just doing cool drop after drop. Here's the little Woodies Here's the little Woody characters that they just recently launched in Decentraland, which is super cool. So if you have that PFP, you'll be able to access the 3D version as a full-blown avatar in Decentraland. Again, transferable, which is super cool because if you don't own the NFT, then you no longer have access to that. And I love that concept. I just think it's really smart and really lends itself to ownership. So 2 weeks ago, 2 Fridays ago, they did this drop called this thing with the this is all stop motion photography and handmade and photographed and put and I was like, wow, this is just incredible art. Like it's not that expensive right now. I think they were the creator was saying that you could do Karen Jensen, pretty cool art and very low cost at this point, but it's like beautiful art, and that's what they're doing. They're like allowing people to have access to beautiful, cool, unique NFTs on Fridays. Now they just don't tell you when the drop is and what the drop mechanic is, but that's what I think is so fun. So I've been saying like it's not a Friday until you actually get a prop drop. So definitely stay tuned to them. I've been featuring some of their drops because hey, it's a new one on the Fridays into these different portals. So.
Hey, Token, what's the cost on those prop drops? Is the gas fees we saw?
Free, just gas. No, yeah, they're all ETH, but it is just gas.
And then my next question is, if you do get a little Woody, do you want to pass it on to Doge so that he can drop it into Neos?
I mean, I don't have a little Woody. I have a big Woody, but you know. Man, but yes, if I have it, I'm sure that that's possible to figure out how to bring that in. And this was last week's prop drop, which was called Gunsmoke, which is pretty pretty sick. Paper Buddha is the artist who does like this cool Buddhist psychedelic art, and I had to put it into my big ass gallery for fine art because this thing is just beautiful and really cool and needs to be blown up on a big wall. So again, this is a free mint and from a very pretty significant artist. They're working with a whole bunch of people. Actually, who knows what it is this week? They gave a little clue of like it looked like a package. Don't know what's in that box. We'll find out. But tune into Props. Props dropped on Friday, and I'll certainly be chatting about what the next one is because I think they're doing some cool stuff. Definitely someone to keep on the radar.
Well,
Nice.
on my radar here is I did get a Gunsmoke 170.
Yeah, you did do it. That's right.
So yeah, like that's just something cool, and I don't know, what was it, like just $20-$30, something like that? And
not even for that. I mean, for the minting, it was just
Yeah.
it was a free mint. I think mine was like about like maybe $2.
Oh, that's
whatever it
not
was.
bad.
I'll have to look
$2 for
back.
me. You must have minted at a bad time. I was right on the
No,
money and got the $2 one.
Well,
So
Well, Token, I just hit mint, and then I didn't
just
even
close your
see
eyes.
what mint was.
Just
Not so
way
just
to do
listen. Yeah, or not. Be very vigilant when you're minting.
So yeah, I mean, thank you for that information. It's fun stuff. It's cool. For rest of our, it's cool art that you can just toss up in the walls. If you're looking into on cyber galleries, I mean, Token, how do you find yours? How do you link into yours? Everyone
Oh
knows.
my God.
Mine,
Yeah.
but I have a portal link from mine into to Token's gigantic gallery here.
I
If
mean,
y'all
I have
send me links too, I'll set them up as like hyperlink, like externals in these worlds. Like
Ooh,
I
that'd be
just
so
simply
sick.
need a link to it, and that's all y'all. Yeah. So for
Yeah,
sure.
that's kind of like what I've been trying to do because again, like I don't have the skills, creator skills that Dr. Doge has. I wish one day, but they make it really easy for you to kind of put your stuff together, use NFTs as the way to create these spaces. But what I ended up doing was just playing around. They give you a lot of free spaces. Like gallery we were just in is free. The one that I'm using here, which is actually my kind of like main on cyber hub, it's called Portal Hub because it's actually like the hub for all of the different places that I've got. So like the DGen is using an Atari on cyberspace. They have like a series of them. This is another my fine art gallery, and that's using a free one. I made my own personal one called Game On, but this one was from Deadfellas, which became
Nice.
like a this kind of cool cyberpunky space. This one is from Autograph. So like there's a lot of, you could go to On Cyber and Friends on OpenSea. There's their partnership spaces that they've created. And actually that was something that I wanted to I gotta get to it. Where was that? A very large space. So anyway, I was gonna show. I lost where that link was. I have to find it. But I wanted to show Dr. Doge that it was. You could easily make your own space on OnCyber. So that's something that's really you could actually just replicate the Novaverse as an on-cyber space, just using Blender,
Facts.
following their template, and then blast it right in here, and they allow you to to even mint those. So
That's what I was
whether
gonna
it's
say.
crypto
Like
bets, everything, yeah, you could make your own. You could go right into it. But I've been using free stuff. You can make your own. They have all the instructionals, the templates available for you to pull into Blender and go crazy. It's up to you how you want to make it, how you want to curate it, and if you want to collect other spaces that are actually NFT spaces.
And that's what I was gonna ask you, like too, like so I've made a couple of on cyber spaces back in the day, like not no time recently. The first one I made was I think mid 2021 when I heard about it. Like it was early, and I pretty much put some of my early voids, things like that inside. The basic. I think you got like one of the basic free ones that they had. And I mean, it's been awesome to see how far it's come since then to now. like just the amount of accessibility, just the tech they've started
Oh
implementing,
yeah,
and it's
the
been
voice, the social, the spatial audio,
yes,
the ability to
yep,
pull in like I have all
yep,
all my spaces. I have it
yep,
on mute right now, but all my spaces have like music and
yes,
some sound effects and
exactly.
like you really can make it your own, and
No,
it's social now. You could have hundreds of people all together, hanging out and doing like a big party, a big event.
yep. Do they allow you like for that? Like if you do something, I guess in their builder, do they allow you to export it, or like I'm guessing whatever your build is that you have? So for instance, no different than like, well, I'm guessing it could be because I mean, well, the artifact one that I have, the space pods that I have, that's from the On Cyber themselves. That actual thing. So I'm guessing it could. Like, I mean, no different. Like, yeah, if you wanted like to have that stuff like digital twins, it could be put into there. I'm guessing like whoever built this out like that there could be probably implemented into here and have cross references. No different. The same pictures
Absolutely.
linking into there could be there. Man, what a time. What a time to be alive. This is
Here's
Yeah,
nuts.
I found the space. This is what I wanted to show you because it's nice and
Let's
big, and I know
go.
you like
huge.
this is so your style.
Oh
Not your
man.
style. But this is
Like,
your
that could be
sense of
Yes.
scale, I think is the
there.
right thing to say. So, uh, somebody named Unchained, it was just on screen, created this, and they just launched it. And like this is something I'm not even sure if it's purchasable, but this is something that they've launched. It's officially
That is
on
sick.
Cyber. Like they created it, and it's supposed to be a haunted
Yep.
castle, but it has, just like you were showing this like large amount of depth, like a very big sky dome scene that
Yes.
gives it like space, and you could just go and keep exploring a massive like
Yep.
this is
It's like
exactly
almost yeah, worlds within worlds, kind of like like it's you wouldn't really expect it to be as big as it would until you actually explore it.
right.
You know what I mean? And that's
Exactly.
kind of like what I've been experimenting with here lately in these worlds. Like, you come into it and you get the scale of like the Novoverse, and then you get the scale of different things. But once you're in there and you're actually exploring it, and you're like, oh shit, like this here, yeah,
Exactly.
dude, I'm looking at that. That's insane. Yeah.
Yeah, and so this
You,
is and like imagine that's why I was like I gotta show this to Dr. Doge because your quality of how you make your spaces and your worlds like if you just this is
dude,
just one
yes.
another metaverse because it's going to be multiverses and you could easily pull all your stuff through and just make it extendable. Hey, now you have something that is available on mobile, desktop, and VR, all
Let's
in
go.
one build.
And
Yeah,
To
that's
pretty
literally
cool.
like the type of stuff that like it is.
room,
Oh
if
man.
you're listening, you can tune in above and actually view what we're talking about right now, where we are on Cyber. And Seb, I
That
know
is
that
sick.
you just had awesome showing um, in Decentraland over the weekend for MasterCard, and I was able to attend and enjoy that celebration, that festival, Friends, UMAC, etc. And that's something that we're able to do is the interoperability is today, historically, Dr. Doge was able to bring in Decentraland into VR, into Neos in VR. So able to pop up a screen, run around in VR, in DCL, and then we're also on Cyber as well. We're able to have that interoperability where, in the future, I could foresee the Novoverse growing into the on cyberspace. So, I mean, now you can have on cyber, which is also in VR. So it could be on your phone, it could be in a VR headset, it can be an AR filter if you want it to be an AR filter. And it's just interoperability, trying to get that whole toolkit of what is involved in this Web3 space. Man, this is fun stuff, man. I could talk about
I had a
this.
great time at the MasterCard event. I thought the music was sick. That was really
Yeah.
Oh
good.
yeah, dude. That whole DCL event was nuts. I'm still sifting through the footage and content and stuff like that from it from there.
I'm
We
still
went through the
sifting through
whole
like
4 days.
50 wearables I got for free,
Yeah.
which is nice too.
That was good. What were your guys'
I
thoughts?
went wearable hunting.
The MasterCard thing was went off excellent. What about the Metaverse Music Fest? Did you guys
So
that?
Body Wi-Fi, that was my highlight. I thought that was so freaking cool, and we were all hanging out. We were all there together. Like as far as who's on this stream right now, we were all partying together at the Spotty Wi-Fi show, and it was huge and it was awesome.
And yeah, his DJ Stefan was there, Beskar, and it was just like we were up on Radio City Music Hall stage, but just in the metaverse, and he was performing and having a good time. And it was good to see like the metaverse crowd response and crowd reaction there, which is just awesome. And this is what I totally love about this Web3 space. Yeah, it was totally good. Seb, be positive always, man. You guys put on some stellar stuff there, and happy to be able to stream it a little bit and enjoy it. I was working over the weekend, but it was fun to actually play in the metaverse, because I guess that is my job, is to make sure find those cool things in the metaverse, and report back on it. You want me to open up your screen there and show off some of your wearables, Token?
Sure. I just was showing, like, I wasn't kidding. I got like 50 free wearables just from running around, going to party to party. It was pretty dope. There was a lot of cool stuff going on.
The dance one was one wearing on the back. I didn't get that. Oh man, I wish I had that. That was pretty cool.
Were you able to get
you gotta get every
Miller
day.
Lite?
You know what? I went every day and I tried, but I did get the Miller. I got the Metalite sneakers. Boom. Here we go.
Nice.
Yes. The Dylan Francis stuff was pretty dope. If you went in every day, there was the new Dylan Francis wearable. I think the Gerald hoodie is super dope. The OG festival, the OG stage had these like insanely cool wearables. These goggles I managed, I just ended up getting 3 of them. They kept airdropping. Did you guys see the airdrops? I think that's always my
I think that's
most fun things.
I think I got a pair of goggles from the purple airdrops that
Yes, these babies. These are really nice looking. These are so cool. They came out. A lot of the wearables just came out great.
I didn't see that, bro. I spent so much time just chasing that white rabbit. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Honest. That's so funny. That's because, yeah, I was chasing her as well. She was pretty cool. And then did you get the final thing when they, up at the top of the?
I wish.
Oh yes, the final day was pretty cool. She had you running up to the top of like the Babylon Tower or whatever. It was pretty cool. So here's what's so cool. This is like one of my favorite features of DCL when they have their like main global events. They do it for around Christmas time too, but they do like real airdrops from the sky. So if you went to the main stage and there's a performance, you would see this like purple parachuting loot box come down, and you have to run to it and open it. And then there was another one from Kraken that was also like would fall from the sky with a little parachute. And that's how they were airdropping wearables to everybody, which was super cool. And they do that for the holidays too, which are like presents. And they just like literally like carpet bomb the a scene with presents, and you have to just run up and grab one. But I like they literally airdrop.
Airdrop it was awesome. I got some Spotty Wi-Fi wearables in there. That was pretty.
I got a selfie with Spotty Wi-Fi. It's cool.
Oh, look. So I got a little something for you. All right, this is quick. This is gonna be quick. All right. Spotty Wi-Fi, like you mentioned it earlier, he's getting into the metaverse. He's got his headset right now. I don't know. This is a little something here, but just let me. I don't wanna make it too whatever, but just look here. Hold on. Give me a second. I'm not trying to say nothing,
wow.
but look, we're not gonna talk about nothing. We're not gonna talk about nothing, but there's some things going on. There's some, you know what I mean?
There's some alien abductions happening, there's some
there's a lot. Look, lots of alien abductions going on here.
Who knows? It's all a bunch of freaky stuff. That's so cool. Wow, that's awesome. Next level. That's gonna be next level.
Got Doc there. Doc's got the Doc there.
I got Spider-Man Noir. Look, I got.
Joking. We gotta get it on the metaverse. We got to be like the backup singers in the background or something, or just like walking by in a video.
So
Yeah.
cool.
It's Joe Swag.
It's
And
just
maybe
like the quality is so insane.
You know, maybe we could pull a Grimmy's in there. You know, maybe we could talk with
You can.
Bob and Wes, who are up here in a second. We're gonna pull them in here in a second. We could pull them in the VR. We can get them trained and getting all this rigged up in the metaverse. Who else is
Yep.
dancing in here? I got someone else
Lots of
dancing in here.
people.
Yeah.
Now that I shut down my other metaverses, I'll come join you in Decentraland.
Seb with the Fly Jacket and DCL. You got Doc Brown here. Token, I know you might need to bounce. You're happy to stay on if you want to chat, ask some questions. I'm going to pull in a crypto friend, Bobby, and Wes here with Grimmy's and an NFT
Let's
project
go.
that we are going to be chatting about here. Mike, check 1, 2. What is this? How you fellas doing?
Yo, how we
Doing good.
doing?
How are
Novo?
you?
Oh man, you see how we roll here? Like we're just trying to break the metaverse, and every time we go, it just gets, man, the inception that comes with how many times we're streaming to restreaming to streaming something. We're all figuring it out and figuring it out together. And one of the reasons we're doing this is to bring light of people that are working on cool things, like Dr. Doge with his VR capabilities, JR Token with his curation of OnCyber and multiple things in the Novoverse, Decentraland, wearables, etc. And then linking with you guys to get the word on your guys' project here, where you guys have a live minting of your Grimmys. You want to talk a little bit about it?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for that, Novo. First question: what is what's the software you use to stream with your NFT? That's pretty sweet.
For me, I'm using a snap camera lens filter, and you can find that. It'd be a perfect time for me to plug it at avatars.xyz. Yeah, you can hop in there and get yourself one of these filters. It's up in my bio right up there on the top. You can click in, and we're going to be having some kind of freaking crazy news coming out. We've been working hard. We've been working really hard. And there's some news coming out. I don't know when I can actually release the news on it, but man, it's pretty cool. And I can't really say anything what it's about, but I guess I can maybe put an image, just like Dr. Doge did a second ago. So maybe we can freeze on it.
Just a split second. Yeah, little teasers.
I don't know what's going on with this VR and 305 CryptoPunk, but I don't know. Maybe something's brewing with that. But yeah,
Okay.
if anyone needs one of those filters, you know who to look for. So these avatar filters, they're the same one that JR Token sporting right there with his clone. We have a Bored Ape. There's a whole bunch of Bored Apes in the wild. We got the Crypto Novo right here with a whole bunch of CryptoPunks. But then also over here, Dr. Doge has something going on in Neos. Why don't you give like a 30-second plug to how you've created what you've created in VR there, Dr. Doge?
Oh, dude. Oh, definitely. So I swapped over because I had to grab some stuff from this world. But yeah, dude. So basically, like you see here, me right now, I'm in Neos VR, and this is the OG. This is my no different than like Crypto Novo with that OG gas, like that stuff there. This mask. This is the OG mint that started all of this. This is Dr. Doge, the gas mask. I added the beanie, but you get it. So Neos, essentially, yeah. So this place is pretty wild. Essentially, what do we got here? This is it's a hybrid. It's an engine. It's pretty much ran off of it can be ran in desktop, VR, really doesn't matter. There are mobile options as well too. And it's a hybrid of essentially Unity, Blender, Unreal Engine all together in like one platform that allows you to be run in VR as well. So I guess the best way I could describe that and give you an example of that quick. So for instance, I'll just go here. I'll pull this out. If you're familiar with 3D software, creating boxes, create anything, right, from scratch, I'll just give you here. This is a dev tool. I just pulled it straight out from there. Now I can create new. I got this fancy menu in front of me.
Ooh, you got a
And
dev tool in your ear.
yeah, it is. It is. That's legit. It is. It is a dev tool in all aspect. That's what it's called. So I can make a 3D anything. So whether that's colliders, editors, materials, objects, text, anything, particle system. So I'll just do a box to be quick. Bam. So now I have a box in front of me. I could take this box. I can zoom it in, make it a plane. I can adjust it.
Bobby, that's your
Bam.
house.
Look at that.
Yeah.
There we go.
You know what I mean? Now, this right here, you could even take in if I wanted to basically no different than this. And Neos allowed, like, it gives you all of this. This is not paid. This is not anything. This is pretty much free. Like, this is basic tools. So if I just wanted to go to material tooltip, bam, there, here, go to that.
Damn.
Go to my inventories. This here, extract.
Some alien technology got there.
Alien tech, and same with videos, no different than that. So like if I wanted to import a video right here, go through here, video, bam. Now this here, I could play it. I could take this video, pop it out. I could take that actual video material, extract it, and now with scaling, you see what I mean? It's
Yeah.
just however you'd like it to be. I could add that
So
to
crazy.
anything. Yeah, like it's pretty. Yeah, it's nuts. It is very much indeed crazy.
You just grew my mind.
I could add him. Look, I could turn Doc into a video player if I wanted to.
And we just that's why I love coming on. Like I can watch this all day. It's restreaming, cool stuff that people are making in the space.
Avatar extra filters right there.
Oh,
I
Bam.
can't wait for you to plug in some stable diffusion right live into the
Oh, dude,
VR
yes.
experiences and start really tripping people out.
I've been messing around with it. I've actually got a couple. So I've got all right. Well, let's get to the homies first. We've been doing this here, but I'll load into this world and you'll see. I've got some experiments I've done with some stuff. I'll load the world.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. Go for it.
You got him rolling. You asked, he's gonna get rolling here.
Yeah.
Hop in the Novoverse right here, but we've had people come into Neos just like flying, like you can just pop in.
Yeah.
It's like anywhere else.
Yep.
There's different worlds you can hop in, just like clicking through. Man, I keep on saying I'm gonna get in here. Got to get in
Dude,
here.
you need to, even on desktop, even if you're not. And if you're familiar with Mac, people that are on Mac, if you can figure out, like if you run the Windows option on it as well, you can still get in here as well. This whole world here that you see, the backdrop, that was all made with AI. This whole
Oh
world
my God.
thing
What?
was made with AI, yeah. And then I imported this thing here. I've got over the last
Did you
6
make an
months.
AI like Sky Dome, or did you like do owl
Skybox,
painting?
the three straight up image to 360-degree skybox to import it into here, 4K textures going
my
through.
God.
I have to do a little bit of adjusting to the seam to
Honestly,
make it go through.
That's just gonna
But yeah,
gonna sink a lot
Yeah.
of the movie industry of people who are doing
yeah.
hand painted tech. For
No,
it.
just Dr. Doge is going to be doing production, special effects, acting, singing and dancing, and the movie distribution by himself.
Oh, yeah, I mean, look, man, we've had time. Like I said, over the last 6 months in Neos alone, I'm closing in on like 1,011 hours in here. So like, you might not be able to
Well,
see
it
this.
shows
Just,
your muscles are very strong in the metaverse.
Burning your arm, is that like burning the color on your hands, or what is that doing?
oh no, so I'm invisible, but right there, that little orb that was protected inside my gyroscope, that's right here.
Yeah.
This is, believe it or not, this is actually if you can make it to the world and figure out how to get it, you get the Kamehameha.
Yeah, so you already
my
have
God,
you
that's
already have
so
a Ready
insane.
Player Me the game going on here, like the movie. If you can figure out how to get it, it's
Yeah.
yours.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
yours. If you
Yes,
can figure out
Brian,
how to
who's
get
in
it.
the YouTube chat, Neos VR is what it's called. Neos VR is the
Yep.
the app he's using.
It's on Steam. You can get it on Steam, or if you go to actual Neos, neosvr.com, you can actually get it from their actual. There's a standalone client as well. But yep. And there's still stuff here like I have to do. Like now that I've known, I put this together like 3 months ago. And now that I know so much more, I need to come back and update this. Like 100%. Like the MetaView Club. Y'all haven't even seen that. Oh man, there's so much stuff. Yeah,
Well, what you got to do is start maybe
we'll-
outfitting like these spaces and like just getting them in with like PFP projects, you know. And if it's
Yep.
like, not saying it's a good outline for the Grimmies, but you know, if you get a Grimmie with like a sickle in their hand or like a Grim Reaper or a pitchfork, you know, that might be a perfect world for it. And that might be the perfect
Yep.
transition for Bobby and Wes. Man, you see the capabilities of this. A lot of it is like, you know, pulling a project like yours or anyone else's project and applying an AR filter to it, applying it so it can get into VR because the technology is there. And usually it's taking the file code, if it's a rigged file, and transferring it over. Or
Yep.
even if it's a 2D file, you can take a 2D file and use it as more of a wallpaper or a skin, for lack of a better term, on a particular project. So how about you guys talk a little bit about the Grimmies and you know what you guys have going on?
Yeah, for sure. And that was really cool to see, Dr. Doge. You're crushing it on Neos. I definitely have to check that out.
Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. So I think the best way to start understanding Grimmies is to get a better understanding of, you know, what the Grimmies are. They're not just a normal profile picture project. Their main utility is they are access into Webacy, and Webacy, that is, you know, our company, and the the Grimmie is the access pass into this software. And what Webacy is, you know, it was founded on the question, hey, what happens to your digital assets, you know, when you die? You know, how are your loved ones going to get all of your sick metaverse skins that are going to be, you know, 10x here in the near future? You know, right now there was no clear path of, hey, you know, if something were to happen to you, does your spouse know how to use a seed phrase, recover a wallet, get all your assets? And so that's what the software is, you know, was originally set out to be. And it's transformed a little bit more into just overall wallet protection. Hey, we're going to build out, you know, a set of tools for anyone in Web3 to help protect them against scammers and to help protect their crypto against anything that just happens to also include death. And so, yeah, so, you know, if I don't know if you ever thought of this, you know, just like, how am I going to
ever thought of this? Yeah, I've thought of this. My wife is well versed in where everything is, and I mean nothing's at our house, but she knows it, she gets it, she's versed in it. But you know, this is practicality, this is solution solving, and this is you know, this solves problems. And you know, what is out there? How can you get to it? And you know, what is the access of it? And this does draw a direct line in comparison to it, which is so weird because like I've done my research into this, but I had no idea that this is what was actually like connected to it. I mean, this is pretty wicked.
Yeah, thanks. So, you know, I kind of mentioned how it was, hey, we're giving you some tools to help protect you in Web3. So, you know, just to kind of go into that and give you a background of how we accomplish that. So, yeah, you have the Grimmies here. You know, we're minting right now. There's only about 60 left. So, you know, we're so close to finishing. It's a supply of 4,000, and you know, the craziness of the past week, you know, so we're right there. And yeah, so in Webacy, when you go in and you have your Grimmie, it checks your wallet and it says, hey, they have this Grimmie. You know, they can set up all their protection plan. And what you'll basically be able to do is once you go through your wallet, you'll be writing a smart contract. So, you don't need to be a coder. We'll do that part. We'll do the complex part on the back end. You'll be able to go in if you want to set up your digital will. You can write it exactly how you want. You'll come in and choose, hey, here are my beneficiaries. Here's what I want to give to who. I want my son to have my CryptoPunk, my spouse to have my Pudgy Penguin, Clone X to my daughter, all that kind of stuff. So you'd be able to select all that. But just from the wallet protection perspective, I don't know if you remember back in February timeframe, it was kind of around the Cool Pets launch, and I know I was in ETH Denver myself, but there was that hack that basically nobody really knew what was going on, and there was some sort of malicious contract out there, and the advice was just, hey, everybody was scrambling to revoke cash, just like, hey, go to revoke cash, revoke all your approvals, something's happening. So, what we've built is essentially a panic button. And so if a situation were to arise where, hey, something's going on, you think you may have clicked a phishing link, you think, you may be compromised in any way, you're able to go into this WebAssy dashboard after you set up your protection plan and hit a panic button that in one transaction will transfer all of your assets to a wallet that you designated. And like I said earlier, like, you're writing a smart contract, so you are not giving the company WebAssy any approvals. This is all a non-custodial solution. The only approval you're giving is to your backup wallet that you also own. And the reason for that as well, so, I just mentioned the panic button. It's, hey, I clicked a bad link. I think something's up. Go in, panic button, boom. All your stuff's transferred to your backup wallet and it's safe. Ideally, your backup wallet's cold storage, something that's not interacting with the same contracts, or,
I love that. I think that's amazing. So smart and needed. And I was just telling I was just showing my parents came over, and I showed them where the hidden ledger was, and I said, if I die, here's where it is, and good luck. But your solution is going to be way more efficient and easier.
They better not bring it over to my house and just be like, hey, what is this all about? You better have that the words written down in the proper area and doing all that. But
they were tattooed on me, but
I gotta admit, like, this is definitely
dig up the body.
Definitely coming from a service background, right? And this is actually a good reminder, because if I don't remember right, there's actually a couple of guys that I served with that actually have my non-updated will that says they can dress me however they like when the funeral happens, whenever that day comes. So yeah, like, this is something I hadn't even thought about in like a very long time, but it is like something that should be, it's come across my mind a few times. Like, yo, anything could happen. Like, what if I just got outside and like a fucking tree limb falls on me? You know what I mean? Like, anything. Like, who knows?
You're gonna want it within your void and your gas mask on, I think, right?
Yeah. That's it. That's, if y'all ever see that transfer wallets, just know somebody has, like, I'm gonna go down with a fight, but just know they that's it. That's like in game. That's it. They have overtaken Dr. Doge. That's about it. Yeah, that's it.
Grimly speaking, and I don't know if that is the planned words that you guys have accomplished here, but like, that is like that is reality.
Yep.
Like, what is next? And I know Token and I have spoken about this, like, and I've said it many a times, like, my CryptoPunk, like, hopefully my son or daughter wants to inherit it at some point later on, and I don't plan to get rid of it because I think it's fun and cool. But there are NFTs that we all own that hopefully, what we do know, I shouldn't say hopefully, are going to be worth something more than just the monetization of it one day, where they might lead to scholarships, or they might lead to connections or groups or access to other things. And it's all important because this is all Web3. And what people often forget is the NFT is sometimes the placeholder, or as I like to say from a friend, the currency of the metaverse. So these Grimmies are pretty much your access into Webacy for the safety of distribution of NFTs after whatever. I mean, it doesn't even need to be something as grim as death. It could be anything, just whatever's happening next.
Absolutely. Yep. And so, another way that we're able to accomplish, how we mentioned how it's tools to the metaverse and tools for protecting your crypto. So, a thing we found was one of the singular points of failure is, hey, if you were to lose your seed phrase or lose access to your wallet, like in general, we've seen the numbers that are like however much Bitcoin has been lost, all the Ethereum has been lost. A lot of times it's hey, they just lost their seed phrase, and at that point it's basically like good game. It's essentially game over. And with this software, when you're able to set up your backup wallet and sign this smart contract, what you're able to do is, if you also control this backup wallet, you can come in and execute. So how I mentioned, there was the panic button where you come in with your main wallet. You press panic button, sign the transaction, all your assets are transferred over to the backup wallet. Well, we also have a function, so that would almost be like you can imagine it as a push. You're pushing all this backup wallet. So then there's another in the smart contract. You can come in with your backup wallet and execute it as actually like a pull. So hey, all of these assets are in my main wallet. I've set a backup wallet. You can actually use the backup wallet to interact with the smart contract and execute it. You'd pay gas from the backup wallet and pull all of those assets into the backup wallet. So if you lost your keys,
Nice.
if you lost access to your wallet, if we've seen in the past some of these hacks, what the hacker will do will drain your ETH immediately. So it's, hey, they did something where you have 0 ETH. So now when you go to hit that kill switch, you don't even have any gas to send the transaction, even though it's once it's pre-set up, it's not an expensive transaction. But if you're at 0, there's nothing you can do. But with the backup wallet, you can come in and pull out those assets basically, at any point, even if there's no ETH in the compromised wallet. So it's not game over if you were to lose your seed phrase or access to that wallet like we've seen so much before.
Yeah, we're working on making it a bit easier for everyone. So one thing we're working on right now is automatic wallet notifications. So you can get wallet notifications for, say, 3 NFTs suddenly move out of your wallet. Bam, you get a notification, and the panic button might auto trigger and send all your stuff to a brand new wallet. That way you can avoid accidentally clicking on a phishing link altogether.
Nice.
Yeah,
So
so
that's
that's just
your
some of the stuff in the roadmap right now of where we're going, is to get to a point where it's like, hey, if Dr. Doge's most beloved NFTs, skins from Neos or wherever it may be in the metaverse start moving, then hey, something's up. We need to protect all the other stuff. So that's definitely on the near term roadmap, but we definitely want to build it out to where the user has the custom ability to make sure that there's nothing just it randomly is sending stuff to your backup wallet. The user is always in control of setting up the specific rules.
I love this. This is so cool, so smart, and so needed. Great job. I think you just won utility of the week, maybe of the month, of the year. This is great. And you hear all these horror stories of people who misclick on the wrong thing and lose it all. And this is definitely something that can help. And this is great stuff. I got to peace out, but it was awesome getting a little walkthrough and intro to this, and talk to y'all soon.
So good stuff. Joining.
JR.
And that's it is a layer of safety that you guys did. And I love the line down here is leave your legacy, and that's an important part. If one thing starts overflowing, you don't want that snowball effect where you can lose everything, and you can just hit that panic stop button to have that extra layer in there. It seems some pretty healthy stats as far as total assets protected, ERC on different levels, 721, 1155, This is some cool stuff.
Yeah, appreciate that. Yes, just on the near roadmap of where we're going. We're looking to expand onto different chains, L2s, stuff like that. We already mentioned the notifications, the auto panic. So it's, maybe you clicked on a bad contract, but you don't even know about it. You'll see basically immediately. So we're just trying to basically build a dashboard in the hub of protection tools. Because we know in Web3 it is still kind of the Wild West, and there's no just undo button once your assets are in another wallet. So
either that or like people will find something small in a contract that you might not even know that's hooked up with your wallet, and they find that loophole, and then all of a sudden it resurfaces later. We've seen that with contracts where the contract will be out there for a week or two, and then someone will find and circumvent whatever it is, and then all of a sudden funds are getting reallocated in a different direction. So I mean, it doesn't even have to be something that's up to date. It can just be something old that someone just found that loophole, found that connection. Webacy.co, that's webacy.co. That's the website that I'm thumbing through right here. And then also on the Twitter handle, all those things can get there for the 4,000 accessible passes. I think your guys are down to like 60, 65, somewhere in that range.
Yep.
And also a little explainer video right there. And
yeah, that I know since you guys are big into animations, that video was done by Chris Broadway. He's the 3D animator for Kevin Hart and 50 Cent.
Nice.
Yep.
It's pretty dope right there. Gonna say it was pretty high quality production.
Yeah, and so the Grimmy is essentially like a lifetime pass. You can think of it. So it's the top tier of Webacy as we scale. So this is stuff like, hey, every single year you'll get a digital will update. You can update it for free. You can set your protection plan for free. Just like stuff like that. So once you own the Grimmy, it's lifetime benefits. So anything you'll have first access to. So it's a nice little community we've been building. A lot of security focused people that are just out there trying to do whatever they can to help protect just all of these users, to stop seeing all the threads of this is the link I clicked, this is where I fell short of, or was somebody took advantage of me, all those threads we always see that it's just like, man, that I really feel for that person. They just kind of set out to do whatever we can to protect those people. And especially from the events over the last 2 weeks, we've seen even the risks of centralized exchanges and how important self-custody is. So we're trying to build the tools for maximum self-custody participation, which I think is extremely important, and one of the key features of crypto, to be quite honest, that you don't really get the full effects of what crypto and Web3 can offer until you understand how to self-custody, and we're trying to help you out in the best way we can.
Yeah, it's a pillar of trust that the system needs, and unfortunately, like with recent events, you just have to look out for yourselves at times. And this is one way of doing that, to have those self checks and balances. I saw it with Mt. Gox back in the day, and things worked out just fine after that happened in 2011. And, it's the same thing here. And it's from that, they build regulations. From that, they build safety protocols. And through that, you see as an NFT being used as a placeholder for access to that with Webacy. This is, at the forefront of what is needed in this space, and that is just access to safety, access to knowledge, and access to having both of those things at a click of your own button.
Bam.
Yep.
Dr. Doge, any questions, thoughts, concerns, or ideas?
I like it. Absolutely. Like, this is definitely something that's needed in the space. And like I said, shit. I ain't the healthiest person in the world. You know what I mean? Like I'm in shape, but you know, of yeah, any moment we could go, and I definitely like this is by far. I think JR said it earlier. Out of everything out there, this by far has probably the most utility, the most everything out of anything out there right now, for sure. Because that's a huge, 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 like just something that's needed. You know, not everybody's got the seed freight. Not everybody's got this. Not everybody knows how to, you know, allocate. Where does it go from here? And so, no, dude, keep doing what y'all are doing for sure, 100%. Like this is great stuff. Like, and I haven't been here in this space for as long as some people, but over like the last 2 years, yeah, by far this is best utility out there for an NFT for sure.
Anyone purchasing or buying, we can do a live buy here on the show. Feel free to hop in. I don't know if we're gonna, maybe we'll come back in next Wednesday, but I know Tuesday, maybe we'll do something Tuesday and Wednesday. You know, so if anyone's going to be getting a Grimmies, and that's at Grimmies NFT on Twitter here, it's cool, man. It's a safeguard. You know, it helps you. You know, very similar to maybe the credit card field where they'll call you if there's an unusual transaction in the field. This is the same thing that's setting up where it is customer service, white gloved, based through an NFT as a placeholder to give you access. And that access is to technology that is based in having ownership and protection over your own NFTs. By Wes, anything else that you guys want to talk about? Thoughts, concerns, or ideas from you guys?
Yeah, I guess just one last thing is
yeah, sure.
What Wes and me on as part of the growth team, one of the things that we like to do is, hey, if you're interested in learning more about Web3, if you just want to like hop on a call and we can walk you through the software, just make sure everybody's comfortable, and understand what's going on, and hey, they're like, hey, I want to do this, but it's intimidating. I don't want to set it up wrong or mess something up. We're happy to hop on a call. You can share your screen, we'll share our screens, and basically have like a white glove service of, walking you step by step. We try to make it as user friendly as possible, but we're more than happy to hop on a call and just answer any questions and make sure that there's no issues that arise that you're just, you want to just quit and then not end up setting up the plan, and then obviously something happens. That'd be the worst thing that happens. So we're always happy to hop on a call and help quote unquote onboard you, using a white glove service type thing.
Yeah, gotta protect those assets.
Do, and you got to know and walk it through. People have walked me through plenty of things on it, through getting through in the space, and like same thing with these AR filters. Walking people through with that white glove service to help them out so they can understand and educate, very similar to Dr. Doge does in the Imperfect Dev Discord, where he is teaching people about Neos, VR, making content for your thing. And if that thing is an NFT, if that thing is Web3, just making content for it and about it, and having the access that a lot of the things I look into aren't NFTs. They are Web3, and you're bringing the component of an NFT into the Web3 stratosphere with bringing my Webacy to the forefront of having people have a safe exit plan, a safe barrier in between something going wrong and your worst nightmare. So cool stuff. You guys can come on anytime for the next advancements. If you have people who are maybe on the space as NFT holders that maybe haven't fully set up their plans and you want to walk it through it, we can definitely have you guys on again, and you guys can walk more of the process through that if you guys want to.
Yeah, absolutely. Just tell me when and where, and we'll be there.
Spot on. Dr. Doge, I think we're going to wrap it up for this welcoming Wednesday. See what happens next Wednesday. I know I'll be in and around, maybe we will just share off some cool advancements that you
Yep.
have going on in the Novoverse. I think this Saturday I have a whole bunch of friends from Europe that I met when I was in London that want to get on the live stream. But
Nice.
if I start at 9 o'clock here, that's like 3 or 4 in the morning there. So
For
we
them
might
monkey-
do a Saturday or Sunday show for the States.
Hell yeah.
The afternoon
Okay.
for that. So
Definitely. I'm here all the time, man. So yeah, whenever time, like there's gonna be. Now that I know this, what I've learned over the last like couple week and a half, yeah, this is Novoverse is about to really come alive. Everything's yeah.
yes, it
Yeah.
is. Be
Yeah.
positive. I love the mask. Thanks for tuning in, Seb, my friend. We're gonna link up down in Miami, Seb. You and I, me, you, and Beskar. We will find some time for ourselves down there so we can talk as friends, see what we can do to help ourselves in this space. Man, I have some really big news coming out with some really big friends in this Web3 world. And I just don't know what I can release or can't release because it's pretty cool. Some pretty big friends. And I'm just happy to be kind of in and around it. I'm trying to be a good positive member of different communities in different areas. So maybe down in Miami, we might see some cooler stuff popping off. Man, until then, I want to thank Bobby for their cool product. I'll get you linked in with a couple other things too. So I'll DM you guys on the side, see if we can get you some more exposure here. And then there he is back on. And then JR Token for running us around on Cyber. Like always, we'll bring at that Novoverse on Cyber. That's one of the checklist of things to do. Matty, I hope all is well, my friend. I am 6 was in and then out. He's the one that makes the tunes. If you need to find a jingle or a jam, thank you, ma'am. Contact I am 6. That's I am with the number 6 with IX afterwards. He makes those cool tunes and cool jams. And we will be talking with all of you soon. I'm trying to find my exit music here. I got too many tabs open. Always happens at the end. Sometimes I start singing it off the top of my head, but you guys don't want to hear me sing right now. You'd rather hear the sweet, sweet voice of I am 6. Until then, oh, wait, hold on a second. Hold on a second.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Token.
Uh-oh.
Our token.
Hold on.
All right.
Can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear you. I didn't
Oh,
know.
Oh,
yeah.
good. Oh, good. I thought my mic was broken. I have some very breaking alpha. The co-founder of Props that we were talking about earlier reached out and just wanted to let us all know that the drop for the prop drop this Friday is at 12 p.m. Eastern. So
because they don't usually release the time, right?
they don't release a time, but he's doing us a little insider favor. So you heard it here
Okay.
first. The props drop for Friday. Free mint is at 12 p.m. Eastern. Be there or be square. Peace.
Man, Token, you're coming in at the right time to give us that alpha at the end.
Alpha.
Because people
The alpha.
often ask me, like, oh, what are you going to do? What are you going to buy? Blah, blah, this, blah, blah, that. And I'm happy to talk to anyone about anything. But you know what? FREE is free.
I will buy free anytime.
Price is right.
Exactly.
Bear market, buy free. With that being said, Token, I appreciate for you looping back in there.
I had to come back.
You just want to hear the song again, I think. Here we go.
Let's go.
69. We are in the Novoverse. Novoverse. We in the Novoverse. In the Novoverse. We in the Novoverse. In the Novoverse. It's lit in the Novoverse. In the Novoverse. NFTs in the Novoverse. The Novoverse. We are in the Novoverse. Novoverse. We are in the Novoverse. Novoverse.
thank my guests once again. Wes, Bobby, keep rocking it. Love that project that you guys have going on. It's more than a project, man. You guys got a company based on Web3 solutions, helping others. Dr. Doge again from Neos. Token popping back in with the alpha. That's noontime. You see that up there in the top left. So you can kind of get something like that for free, something along those lines. This is the Novoverse 2369. We'll be back again probably this weekend. I'm just going to keep doing this stuff.
Yeah.
Until then, stay positive. Get those peace signs ready. Peace.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Always, man. Come back on
Right on.
soon.